You're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration. I don't want to hear me bring feeling to my life. You're the inspiration when you love somebody to the end of time. When you love somebody, always on my mind. Yep. Hi. Back to crazy here because I washed it. I know. I know. It is what it is. Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, November 6th. I had to look down at my little computer screenies. Thursday, November 6th. Thanksgiving is literally right around the corner. I'm scared. And then it's December. I mean, a lot of people that I'm hearing now talk about Christmas, like, oh, Christmas, everybody's set up for Christmas in the stores. And I feel like they set up for Christmas a little bit later this year in the stores, don't you? Normally they're setting up in August. But this year, they really did wait a little bit, which I was happy to see. However, I think people are getting more in tune with maybe not doing as much for Christmas. And word on the street, there weren't a lot of or treaters out on the streets either this year. Not sure about your area, but what I'm hearing here in Rhode Island, hi, Rhode Island, there weren't a lot of trick-or-treaters that, people normally would get a lot, and there weren't that many. So I think people are gearing towards, why is the word gang in my mind? Like gang events, like kid gang events. Well, kids are gangs, really. I mean, because they control us when they're children because they're so cute and we love them. So I think the more towns, have come together. They're doing the trunk or treats. Al and I did one for the town of Coventry. It was so fun. And I think everybody did such a great job. And the people who decorated their cars and passed out candy and stuff, they really went all out. I was amazed, actually. And there were food trucks there. So it was a super, super fun event. However, it was not on the actual night of Halloween. I mean, we don't get anyone at our house. We haven't in 25 years. I think we've had 2 people. 2. I'm not even kidding, because it's just not conducive to trick-or-treaters. But other neighborhoods have been very, very conducive to trick-or-treaters, and I guess there weren't that many. So times, they are a-changing. I think Christmas will be different for a lot of people this year. I think the consumerism, is going to pull back a little bit. I feel as if we truly have lost the whole magic and feeling of Christmas. I think spending time together, doing some fun things over the Christmas season. There's so many things to do now. I mean, especially like in Boston, there's this event called Snowport. I do want to go, but it's like $20 just to walk in. And then you have to spend $5 million just to get a hot chocolate. And the reviews on Snowport, it's a fun thing to do if you want to be outside in the cold and look cute and all that stuff. Wear a fuzzy hat with a pom-pom on it. It's definitely a place to go. But be prepared to spend a ton of money for not so great food, from what I've seen on TikTok. Some of the vendors are really good, some of them just not so much, and it's expensive. So if you're ready to spend $40 for the 2 of you to just walk through it, I guess what are you gonna do? Nothing's free anymore. What is free? Just sitting here is free, is really, even this costs me money because I have the lights on. I know. I know. So I hope you all are doing well on this Thursday morning. My name is Kiki. For those of you who are new here, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, all the fun stuff. We just really talk about music and entertainment news here. And also we have a streaming radio station, which is awesome. Plays all the classic hits. Al did it, and he still does it. Kiki.fm. Free, free, free in the App Store. My hair is nuts. It's really nuts. Let's go ahead and hop into everything. Let's see if anyone's here. Oh my gosh, people are here. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Sherry. Hi, TS31966. Scott is here. Did I say Piatti? Piatti Taylor's here. Thank you so much for being here, guys. You make my day. I have to tell you, you truly, truly make my day. We're going to just hop into everything. Ace Frehley, his death is being classified as mysterious, and this is alleged. This is from globemagazine.com. I did mention this, I think, last week. that his death is being investigated and the toxicology report is underway. Now, poor Ace, he did have a couple of major falls that, allegedly is what led to his passing. But this article says the mysterious sudden death of Kiss legend Ace Frehley is officially under investigation, with New Jersey authorities confirming that a toxicology report is underway after the 74-year-old guitarist died from a massive brain bleed following a fall in his home studio. So, no autopsy was performed, this article says, but an external body examination was ordered, and that the final cause of the puzzling death is expected to be determined in coming weeks after the toxicology results are in. I mean, I wasn't truly sure that it was that suspicious. I mean, he was only 74, but he has had some health issues going on, which were kind of kept under wraps, understandably so. I mean, not everybody has to put their stuff out there. We've talked about this a million times. People were very, of course, stunned by the fact that he actually passed away from a fall. That's why you just never know. Every day is a gift, right? Let's see. And this quote says the magnitude of his passing is of epic proportions and beyond comprehension, his devastated family said in a statement. We were fortunate enough to surround him with loving, caring, peaceful words as he left this earth. A month earlier, Ace had come out and said that he was fine after the first fall that was reported. I think that fall was in his studio. So we will see, what happens with this. More to come, definitely, for sure. But I'm really surprised that they're digging into this the way they are, because I guess something is amiss. Chicago, my daughter, Kat, hi, Kat. She's not watching. My daughter, Kat, sent me a video yesterday of Dancing with the Stars as the dancers, a group of dancers, were performing to 25 of 6 to 4. Or 25 to 6 to 4? What is it? 25 of 6? Tell me in the comments. Let's see. I know Squat knows this. 25 of 6 to 4. 25 of 6 to 4, right? Nobody's answering me. It's fine. So I'm like, oh, that's cute. Dance was all right. I mean, listen, I'm not a good dancer, but it was like, I don't know. I felt like they could have done more to it. It's like such a great song, and it's just like it's so good. Dance was all right. Dance was meh. Anyway, I watched it. And I'm like, what's going on with Chicago nowadays? Like, what's happening? Well, the first thing that's happening, and this is from the Times Tribune, fans can go behind the scenes with favorite acts for a price. The FM Kirby Center, let's see, is that Pennsylvania, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania? Let's see, Chicago fans could go to the pre-show, pre-whatever, before Chicago actually performed that night. And this happened last week. They paid up to $540 to get in before the general public was allowed inside. The show was sold out. There were VIP packages that were able to be purchased. Make sure I'm still on here. Yep. And let's see, Ellen Rhines of Wilkes-Barre spent more than $1,000 on packages that included front row seats for herself and her son. Now, in reality, and I know you're going to say, dude, you're crazy, but in the reality of ticket prices nowadays, if she got front row seats and she got gifts, little goodie bags, and got to go in early and stuff like that, it's actually not a bad it's not a bad bargain. Bargain. What am I saying? Who am I at this point? I know, but things are expensive. And Ellen said, I just like the good seats, Scott, me. And it's just nice to come in and shop beforehand. Now that's like crazy to me. You want to be able to buy the merch before everybody else buys the merch. I've seen merch sell out at shows. We do a lot of stuff at Bally's Twin River, and I can't even remember what concert it was. I think it was 38 Special, to be honest. I think so. They sold out of everything within minutes. I was shocked. I'm like, what is happening right now? Because the stuff's not cheap. And the table closed down. I think that was the first and only time I had seen that happen. Even Bret Michaels, that doesn't happen there anyway, at that particular venue. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but at that particular venue, I had not seen that. So it does happen. However, most of the time, majority of the time, from what I've been witness to, it does not happen. They do not sell out. But people do buy stuff. And it's interesting. Certain shows have lines for people to buy merch. Certain shows, no one's buying it. So to be able to get in, I guess you pay to get in to buy the merch early. I don't know. I'm not into that. But People Magazine talked about the Chicago thing on Dancing with the Stars. And the team that danced to Chicago's performance of 25 or 6-4. Let's see, they did good. Flavor Flav was one of the judges, and he called the Chicago team that danced to the song the Bomb Diggity. I can't. And Carrie Ann, what's her name? Carrie Ann, whatever. I can see her in my head. She said it was so tight and so clean. So I guess they got a perfect 10, even though I'm sitting here going, it was all right. So what do I know? But I'm just from the outside looking in. And by the way, I started watching All's Fair on Hulu last night with Kim Kardashian. People are ripping her apart for her acting. I'm like, give her a break. Come on, she's not an actress. I don't know what she is really. She's just like not a thing, but she's like why is like role model for some. She is. She really is. What is Kim Kardashian? What is she? She's a very successful individual. That's what she is. And dude, she looks perfect. It's not even right. It's not even fair how good she looks. I'm like, how does it cost a lot to do that? Anywho, I gotta keep going here. I'm off on a tangent. But she looks so good. However, I started watching it. I was all excited about it, and then it just got boring. So I'm not gonna be finishing that. I was excited though. And I figured, how many original people are in Chicago? There are 3, I guess. Robert Lamb, James Pankow, and Lee Lunan. I don't know. I'm sorry. But saxophonist Walter Parazader is no longer touring due to health issues, but he was one of the original 7 members. The lead singer right now is Neil Donnell. Donald. I'm going to say Donald because there's not 2 N's. If it was 2 N's, it would be Donnell because there's 2 L's at the end. Sorry. He's been with Chicago since 2018, and he replaced Jeff Coffey on lead vocals. Yep, he did. So I don't know, like, I guess the fact that they still have some original members, it's okay. They can still call themselves Chicago, but I'm having a problem with the Foreigner thing. I really am. I love them. I do. I can't tell you. I love Foreigner. I love Lou Graham. I love the vault of Foreigner, but I'm just having an issue with still calling themselves Foreigner when they're not. They're just playing Foreigner songs. And I know people are going to come at me for that, but I don't know. I just don't know how they can do that. But Toto came out and said they're going to go on tour next year with a brand new set list. What does that mean? How do you have a new set list? You play all your hits. So are you playing someone else's now? I'm being fresh this morning. Stop. I can't. I just don't know what that means. Loudersound.com. This is what this article, is from. So they're going to go out in February and March. As of right now, there may be more dates. They're going to have 13 shows starting at the Riverside Theater in Milwaukee on February 18th, ending on March 13th in New Buffalo, Michigan. Am I Michigan? Girl, it's early. Okay. Steve Lukather and frontman Joseph Williams have curated a new set list for the tour with more than 2 hours of music planned. So, again, I don't know what that means. I don't know if they're going to cover other bands' music. I don't know. I just didn't know. But we'll see. More to come. And then, of course, I think about Journey, and Neil talking about how it's going to be a completely different show in 2026 and 2027, longer set lists, different music. I just don't know how that's going to work. I think the majority of the people want the hits, and a lot of people, of course, I'm not going to say a lot of people. I'm going to say a select amount of people are excited about deeper cuts. I'm not that girl. I just don't care about them. That's me, because if I want to listen to it, I'm going to listen to it in my own time. I don't want to go to a show to hear it. I want to go to a show to hear the hits. That's just me. And I've always said that. I've always been honest about that. So we'll see how that goes. And Journey did just come out with an image, The Final Frontier. The Final Frontier. Now, their Frontiers tour was in 1983. Of course, it supported their album Frontiers. Huge, huge, huge. And the tour ran from February 22nd through September 6th of 1983. I'm sure it was jam-packed with shows. I mean, these guys are doing 160 shows for the next tour. It's a lot. That's a lot. And back in 1983, they did 102 shows for that tour. But that was jam-packed into February through September. It's a lot. This, at least, it's getting spread out from, I don't know, when are they going out? June or something? I don't even know if they've announced that yet, but from 2026 through 2027, 160 shows. I still think it's a lot, but, the Final Frontier, what does that mean? Is it the Final Frontier because Jonathan Cain is leaving? Is it the Final Frontier for the band? Are, they going to say this is their swan song? We just don't know because they haven't said anything yet too much. They haven't really dug deep into the next tour. And Neil has talked about, like I said, the longer set lists and all of that. But coming out with the graphic of the Final Frontier, what do y'all think about a farewell tour for the band? I mean, I'm always in favor of go out while you're on top type of thing. Some people don't like being on top. Some people enjoy it. But I think going out while you're on top, that was a double entendre. First thing in the morning, just saying. It's my personal opinion. If Jonathan's leaving and then Neil's going to be the only original member of Journey, which is, it's fine. Because then really it still is Journey. But, you just got to say, how much longer can we do this as well as we've been doing it? That's really the question. So I have a couple of silly jokes for you. Oh, wait, let me see if anyone else is here. Let's see. So TS31966, Kiki, did you ever think we would live in a reality where 40 and 50-year-old bands would tour with no original members? That's what I'm saying. I just think there comes a point in time when I don't think it's a bad thing to say, okay, you know what? We're not doing this anymore. It's not bad. I think it's better. I think it's healthy. I think that, like I said, going out on top is, I don't know. How do you want to be remembered? That's what it comes down to. How do you want to be remembered for the end of whatever you're doing today? It's my own opinion. Piety, I know. It's early, girl. I can do it. Scott says, I'm waiting. Journey tour dates, Boston, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and New Hampshire. I'm in. It's going to be interesting. it's going to be interesting to hear the criticisms and the comments and see what people think about this next tour. And we'll see. We'll see. It's a lot of tour dates. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say. Sherry says, absolutely yes, about the 70-year-old band members. Ew would have to come out of my mouth. Oh my gosh. All right, here are a couple of silly jokes for you to take with you today because Jenny reached out to me yesterday and told Bill the Windows one. So that was kind of funny. All right, ready? Here we go. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? 10 tickles. Can't. I can't. I can't. All right, ready? This one's funny. What do you call a sleeping bull? A bulldozer. Cute. All right, wait. Oh my gosh. Okay. Why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have the guts. That's cute. Oh, it's cuties. All right. Here we go. The number one song on this day, November 6th of 1975. What this is this song, man. Can I just tell you how fun this song is? Elton John's Island Girl. Island Girl. Na, 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 na. Ready? Oh, Island Girl. Like great. Oh my gosh. 70s Elton John. Shut up. I can't. Like just such a great song. So yeah, that was the number one song actually for 3 weeks. It was at number one on this day in 1975. Guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, a fantastic Thursday. And remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, the notification bell, let you know when I'm on. Sometimes. Look, sometimes I'll get the notification the day after for the day before. I know. And also, please go ahead, download the free app to our streaming radio station of Kiki.fm. Greatest classic hits on the planet. Thank you, Al. And Al, I love you. We are celebrating 35 years of wedded bliss on Monday. 35 freaking years. And he's like, what do you want to do? I don't know. Like, what do? You go out to eat. And then you look at each other and go, geez, it's a long ass time. A long time. Like we've been together for 30. Well, no, we've been together 37 years. Married 35, 3 kids. Crazy. So I love you, baby. But I can say it again tomorrow too. Oh, and I'll say it again on tomorrow and Monday. All right, guys. I love you. Mwah. And I will see you soon. Have a magnanimous day, please. Make sure you make it a great day. Bye.